All right. Hey guys, I am back. This video is pretty much going to be a message to parents and a message to grown kids. Now, a lot of the times, especially us as good parents, we always tend to go through it sometimes with some kids that just can't seem to leave the nest. So it's like you deal with them all through their childhood. You deal with them through their adolescence. Like it depends on what kind of kids you got, because not all kids are kids that give you a hard way to go. But the ones that do, you might have even done had to get into a fight with your son. You done might have had to, snatch your daughter up. Stop talking to them boys. And I'm sure fathers, for the fathers that are in their kids' life, I'm sure fathers done had to square up a couple times with their son to let them know who the boss is. Because a lot of the times, especially sons will try to test their daddy. Because when they're little boys, they have to listen to the father because they're not as strong. So whatever the father says, the son has to do it because he's a kid, so he has no choice but to listen to what the father says you have to do. So a lot of times in little boys' minds, they like, I'm gonna get this dude. He keep telling me what to do. I want to do what I want to do. I'm gonna keep doing my push-ups, and when I get strong enough, I'm gonna beat daddy up. And before you know it, when he get probably about 13, 14, he'll look at you and test you. I wonder, can I try this dude? And before you know it, nah, I can't try him yet. But when he get probably the magic age normally be about 15, 16. When he hit about 15, 16, and he got his little guns protruding out, shoot, some of these kids will just haul off and hit the daddy like, bow. And before you know it, the daddy be ready to kill his son because the son just feel like he can try him. I've seen a lot of fathers go through that, and it's not right because a lot of times, a lot of situations vary. You do have some single fathers that have to raise their kids, and of course, you got single mothers that raise their kids, and then you got a two-parent home where they are raising their kids. And a lot of kids don't know the work and effort that goes into being a parent. A lot of times, sometimes, especially parents that are two-parent households, sometimes your relationship has its ups and downs. Maybe the father cheated on the mother, or maybe the mom maybe she was sleeping around, and it was just so much turmoil, and the kids seen it, so they grow up with this resentment to where they take it into their adulthood to where it can stop them from being successful adults, and they don't want to leave. So a lot of times they'll try to use those excuses of what they seen for why they don't want to leave. Well, you never showed me how to be a man, or you never showed me how to be a woman. I seen you and dad used to fight all the time, and I'm just not ready to be out there. I don't know how to be. I just don't want to be by myself and this and that. They always got to point the finger at what you didn't do as a parent or what you didn't do as whatever they wanted you to do. Because sometimes kids, they try to act like they own you, especially for single parents. Let's just say a woman was with a guy and she had divorced him for whatever reason. And after a while, of course, she needs to move on. So the kids don't, they so used to daddy that they don't want to see her with another man. So she probably really have to wait till these kids get out the house to have a intimate life because the kids are not used to seeing another man around. And most women ain't gonna really bring another man around their kids anyway. And then for fathers, because I've even went through this, especially if the father just got out a relationship with the mom, whether it was divorce, death, or whatever, the kids are used to their mother. So of course the father, he's still human, and he should still be able to have a life even after, getting out of relationship, especially if he took time to himself to heal and everything. But a lot of times the kids try to put you on their schedule on when you should move on. When children, you don't own your parents. Your parents are their own person, so y'all can't run, be in a child's place, and the parent need to be in the parent's place. Because a lot of times where parents go wrong is they try to be their kid's friend, and when you go to be their friend, you better believe disrespect is gonna come because they feel like they can talk to you any kind of way because you've been allowing it because you've been being their friend instead of being their parent. And what I really hate with this society today, They took ass whoopings out of the system. And if you don't whoop a kid's ass, what the hell you think a kid gonna do? They gonna feel like they ruling shit, and then they can feel like they can pick the damn phone up. Oh, go ahead, hit me, daddy. Go ahead, hit me. I'm gonna call the police on your ass, and you gonna go to jail. That's how these kids talk to you. That's how these kids talk to their parents. And these ain't even white kids no more. These is black ass kids talking shit to parents. And not only are they talking shit to parents, they in the school with the shit. I feel sorry for teachers, principals, even lunchroom attendants, because I really know and feel like they don't make enough to deal with these kids. Because not only can't the parents, discipline kids for their disrespectful behaviors, but these teachers, they're not even allowed to protect themselves. They have authorities in the school, so they place the police all through the school, and that's their job to, I guess, take the child down if the child gets unruly. But as a worker at the school, if you defend yourself in the school, you get fired, and that's crazy. I mean, the system done got so bad, guys. They're pushing our kids through school, whether they really passed or not. So let's just say little Johnny, he getting all F's in class. You think they gonna fail him? No, they're gonna push him to the next grade and just add extra classes onto his schedule. That's not right. So you telling me we gonna have a bunch of dummies that chooses not to learn? We gonna have a bunch of dummies graduating? You gonna have somebody with a high school diploma that probably still don't know how to read, all because he got pushed through school? I mean, we really need to do something because I really feel like a lot of times that's just preparation to lock your child up, or that's just preparation to get your child institutionalized, or that's just preparation to keep your child in the system if your child is not smart enough to get his shit together before it's too late. Because a lot of times it seems like a lot of boys fall victim to this. It's like girls, they go through their little disrespectful, rebellious phase. But for the most part, girls can be tamed a little bit better than boys. Boys got this macho thing where I got it. Don't tell me what to do. I know, I got it. I got what you mean you got it? If you got it, why the fuck you still in my damn house? You need to get your shit and move the fuck out. Every time you turn around, you move out, and then you be talking about you homeless. Now I gotta take you back in my damn house, and you got them in your 20s, and you still ain't got your shit together. But you got it though, right? I'm telling you, this is the kind of stuff we go through. And a lot of times when parents get on the kids feel like that you're trying to bully them when it's not that. Most parents love their children and we want nothing but the best for you. So most of the time, a parent done been there and done it before. So what better than to learn from somebody that did what you did, came from where you came from, probably did more than you. So I'm giving you some shit from real experience, not something I just read from a book. And a lot of times kids or a lot of young fellas or young girls, they be so in their feelings, and as soon as you say something that is true and it trigger, they start getting defensive to where they shut down. They don't want to listen to you. And they don't want to start listening to you until it's too late. Okay, now that you got a felony on your ass, now you want to listen. Now that your girlfriend done kicked you out her house, now you want to listen because you want to come back to mine? No. Oh, but when you need about $100, now mine, you was right. I wasn't right. You just want my damn money, boy. I ought to slap you just because you just hard headed. So you know what I think? A lot of times, parents, we get frustrated because it's like I'm telling you and I'm telling you and I'm telling you until I'm blue in the face. And no matter how much I tell you, your ass still go out there and get in some goddamn shit you know better than to get into. So it makes you mad to where you start yelling at the kids. And of course, if you yell at anybody, nobody's going to hear it because you're yelling at me. So it's like you can't really win for lose because even if you talk to them, like you put the tone down and you talk to your son or you talk to your daughter, they still cannot get the fact. But I'll be back, guys. All done? Okay, I'm coming in. All right. Well, all right, guys. I'm gonna make a part two. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about on this subject. So I'll get back with y'all in a little bit. So deuces, I gotta get ready to take this load up the road. So, but let's talk. We gonna talk about this definitely.